You know, a few days ago I received a very long comment on the Andrew Tate video. The person in question clearly listened very carefully to what I said on the video, so I thought because I'm such a nice person, I really am. So I thought I'd explain to him in video form, and for all of you guys, why he's a complete pillock. I thought you made a great point at 425 where you show that the left is led around by shepherd like sheep. Thank you, I am very clever, yay. You have also criticized the left in the past for being so emotional while the right is concerned with facts. The right also had their spurgy moments, as we shall see, but go on. This is why I was so confused with why you made a video like this that is just an emotional spurgfest being led by the shepherd. Do you think they're actually going to make a compelling point, or do you think they're going to engage in a spurgy moment? Let's find out. When the shepherd tells the lefty sheep to hate something, then they hate. You have taken the approach of another sheep though. Instead of hating that thing, you just choose to like it. But you are still just as controlled by the shepherd as all the lefties. Oh, am I now? Do tell me what shepherd told me to like Andrew Tate. You just told me I chose to like it, which implies I did so of my own volition. There was no shepherd involved. You are assuming that my lukewarm liking of Tate is based on the fact the left hate him, which is not the case. You're off to a great start, Sunshine. In this video, you play a clip of Andrew Tate saying people are after him. That does not prove his innocence. Okay, here's a good life lesson for you all. Do not, under any circumstances, rush in like the Billy Big Balls of Dimwits over here with your assumptions, lest you run the risk of looking like a twat. I never said it proved his innocence. I played that clip to showcase what he said about influence, as a compliment to what I myself had said in a prior video talking about influence. In fact, I mentioned it right before I played that clip. I get the impression you may have a hearing problem or rage is somehow clouding your judgment. Swing and a miss. I am sure Epstein knew people were after him too. Yeah, sure. In the decades the mighty and powerful knew about him, went to his island several times. He was in constant fear the police will knock on his door. Tankwitz says this lemming buys his ending story as well. You then assume that since the left does not like him, they are lying to get him. You did absolutely zero research into the claims of human trafficking, tax fraud, bribery,
based,
or anything illegal. You just assume like a mindless sheep. You know, I love doing this, I really do. I love it when I do a video talking about why I find a specific part of this particular narrative kind of sketch, and then I get a comment like this by some opinionated wanker that brings up things that I never address and had nothing to do at all with the premise of my video. Like a real right-winger concerned with facts and truth, I decided to watch some of his stuff. Oh, go on with your bad self. Look at this cheeky SOB trying to flex on me. What I found was shocking. Oh, tell us more. The man has confessed to committing felonies many times. CLR Bruce Rivers has broken down how he has blatantly admitted to using the lover boy method of human trafficking in the past. He has also admitted to using one of his cam girls to recruit more girls, the exact same way the Giza, etc, etc. Now, let me ask you all a question, and I'm gonna take this person at face value because I don't care about any of that wank. If you saw apparently, openly confessing to committing multiple felonies, crimes, all kinds of bollocks, which was done years ago, and nothing was done about it, would that not instantly make you suspicious? Would that not make you go, how did they get away with that? Who did they know? What did they know? Who did they potentially pay off? Who did they cater to maybe? Does the timing not strike you even as mildly peculiar? Because if this comment is anything to go by, they just seem kind of pissed off that I didn't address what they saw, which again makes no bloody sense. Why are you spazzing out in my comment section talking about things I never said, whilst completely deviating away from the theme of my video? I am simply shocked that someone who has spoken so harshly about sexual crimes in the past, have I? I don't recall doing that, but right then, would do no due diligence when investigating the claims against Tate. Yes, because they're claims. I've heard the word claims being bandied about for freaking years now. They tend to come up kinda empty, much like your head. You have acted like an emotional sheep, just like the left, and it is simply shameful. You can see how emotional and irrational you are by assuming the charges are BS while saying you know nothing about him and refuse to investigate. This video is embarrassing. Well, hopefully this one will be more to your liking, you grumpy git. How the hell can you call me emotional and irrational? I am the home of a Y chromosome, I'll have you know. My skepticism of this situation was not brought about by emotion or irrationality. I've noticed you haven't addressed anything I said in the video about pattern recognition or even why I was skeptical to begin with. You know, traits that Sheep are so terribly well known for. Again, when I first saw Tate, it was because of Piers Morgan. I saw clips of him making the rounds and I liked what he had to say. Again, it's the purity acid test. I have to ask, considering his lifestyle and the apparently sketchy things he was doing, why would he go public so heavily, draw infinitely more attention to himself, and paint a target on his chest? What does he gain by doing that? To potentially martyr himself? Because you can say, oh, he's done all of these terrible, horrible things. I don't care about any of that. I really don't. He's not gone viral and accumulated all of this influence because of those reasons. We don't have an epidemic of a crime wave sweeping the West because of Andrew Tate. In case this isn't bloody obvious by now, crimes are only investigated and prosecuted if there is a will to. Welcome to the nature of power. My focus is less on Tate as an individual, more so on his role in disrupting the machine, because his antics around what he's been recently known for leaves me with more questions than I have answers. You know what's especially stupid? This one actually replied to a comment saying, "You don't need the mainstream press to look into the claims yourself," even though I was specifically using the mainstream machine as a central mechanism in my video, but okay. But you decide to do nothing because you think it is all bias. I don't quite know why bias is in quotation marks. It is. Literally, a few sentences after, he says, "The reason people are digging into all of this now is because how much influence Tate has garnered in the past half year." Oh, well, would you look at that? Well done, genius. You just debunked your own argument and you proved my point. And Tate's one as well, actually. Brilliant. We've come full circle. All just as it should be. Back to the egg. And that is all for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.